So we're in volume 7 of the desert plant series. Now I'm going to look over some of these, and I think I'm just going to go ahead probably and abandon these smaller shafts. They do grow roots, but they just don't seem to be as hardy. This is a nice one. This one I'm going to actually put with a different one, but they don't seem to be as hardy once you put them in the ground. I may try, like you can see all the roots here. They have roots, but I may try to just put those in pots and see if I can get them to grow for next year. There's plenty of them right here. So they do grow. They just, I don't know, I just haven't had much luck, as you'll see when we go outside, having them in the ground. These are week 2, the main stalks. Look at the roots on those, really nice. You can see all those roots and stuff, very nice. And same thing here, look at nice roots. So these are all doing really well. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all of them. These are second week as well. These were the 3rd week, and we are definitely getting some growth, but it's not super great yet. So these are probably going to end up being put in the ground. You can see there's some roots in these. A little bit slower on these, because these were the 18th and today is the 31st. So these are in about 12 days. These are the 9th, so they're in, you know, what is that? So it's 31, so 22 days on these, with or without the growth hormone. Pretty good. And then these, I think I'll probably just, like I said, other than that big one, I'll probably just put all of these into, I'll probably put all these into pots if there's room, because I think I want to do the bigger stalks more. Try to get those to grow more than those. Over here we have our terrariums. These went in on the 17th, so they're in something like 2 weeks. I don't see any growth. I don't see any growth in any of these, nothing sprouting out, and it's very possible just because those seeds were old and dead and just dried out and no good. Yeah, I'm not holding out, I'm not holding out a lot of hope. These are just sort of moldy and doing nothing, so those are probably pretty much just a write-off at this point. I'm not really seeing, so of these that I put outside on day 1, this is the only one that really seems to be doing anything. None of the others, whether they had the growth hormone or not, are really doing anything. It was just this one that took. So I think you want to probably root them in the water first and then plant them. That's like when there seems to be the most growth. These are the desert broom. This is the one that was left out of water for hours. Yeah, it's pretty much dead. And these, they're not as soft, but I think they're pretty much dead too. They're not really going to transplant very well. Yeah, sucks. I was hoping I could get those to transplant. And now we're gonna go look at the willows that I put in the ground. So here are the willows, and this is the first row. These were the first ones that I put in. And remember, the first 5 were growing pretty well. This one's doing really well. You can see they're all doing well. And then right there, and then these last 2, it actually looks like this one may be making a comeback. This is the first one that was in there, and this was a replacement. This one looks like it might be coming back. And then this was also a replacement, and it's doing really well too. Its original stock doesn't look like it's making a comeback though. It looks like it's not really growing all that well. Anyway, we'll go look at the first one, the second group that wasn't doing well. I replaced all 7 of these. This one I replaced with small stalks, and they actually seem to be doing pretty well. Now this one I replaced with a bigger stalk, but look what I have going on here. We have something coming here and eating these now. So hopefully this doesn't die. And then this is one I replaced with the smaller stalks, and you realize they're dead. So I'm going to replace that with big stalks on my next trip. And then this one was replaced, and it's doing well. This one, again, it was replaced, but look, we've got probably desert rodents eating that one. And then this one was doing okay, doesn't seem to be right now, so we're gonna see. And then this one I filled in because I was trying to make for a certain type of driveway, and I don't think that one's gonna allow for it. So the 2 that were eaten, which was this one and then this one was eaten this morning, and this one got eaten sometime within the last 6 hours. So I'm gonna make a fence to put around them and protect them, because don't really want them getting eaten. So what I did was I created this cover here. It's 18 inches, big enough around to get them in there. I had some spare extra, so I'm going to so what I did was I created a screen around this. I had extra stuff, so I just fabricated that to try to protect these from whatever is stripping. It's some kind of a rodent, it could be a rabbit, jackrabbit, whatever. Anyway, I had spare, so it's about 18 inches high and I don't know, probably a foot around, and that's what I'm using to protect these for the time being. We'll see whether or not this problem persists on the other ones. But I'm going to replant a couple more, and then I'm going to start planting others around the yard.